How do YouTubers? Got the little machine out. The other day I was given this nice little old-fashioned mortiser machine. Pull the handle down and it does a square hole. Yeah, took 3 of us to drag it out the back of somebody's house, down their garden and into the trailer. Luckily there's a nice big slope going down it and we just rolled it down some wood timber, but at the moment, that old carpet in there's got to be scrapped. A little old skid steer, look, a little Gehl 3610 skid steer. There you are, something from about 1960s, nearly as old as I am, probably older. Now, I can't hold the camera and do all this at the same times, because this old machine, as you can see, it's a bit temperamental and I don't really want to break this thing at the moment. So what we'll do, we'll get it off. Gehl, or whatever they call themselves, should actually give us bonuses for still using their old machines. We've kept them going so long now. I could do with a new one, but I can't afford fucking 20 odd 30,000. But there you go. Gehl, if you're listening, if you got a decent second-hand machine you can let me have it. I could do some video on it. There you go. Right, but that's the little skid steer. Yep, it's a bit small. It lifts just over half a ton. But other than that, cracking little machine. Right. As I was saying before, this is what happens to somebody's business when all the governments start bringing in new rules and regulations. Recovery trucks stood up. I got the other 6.5 ton around the corner. I'll show you that. Hold on. Yeah, there's another one, part of the recovery unit and scrapping unit. Set up, rusting away. Yeah, there's the big girl over there, look. Yeah. She's got a spec lift on the back and she's well, she's rusting now. But that's with all these new rules and regulations and bullshit that's come in. Whoops, sorry about my language, I do apologise. That's what our government has done to us. They made it so I couldn't even run a business. Yeah. Oh, there's lots of gear around here. But like I said, it's all parked up now, and probably if it can't be sold in the next year or two, it's just going to go all to the scrap. But yeah, the machinery and everything, some beautiful gear. But there you go. That's what happens when a government overpowers the people and brings out more rules, more regulations, taxes up higher. Christ, you can't run a small business not without breaking all the rules and then risking everything. So yeah, it's one of those things, I suppose. So yeah, back to the old Transit. I've had to take obviously the winch and everything off of her, and £1,000 friggin' winch on the back of her. I'll probably have to take the bed now, stick that on a newer truck and say goodbye to this old girl. There you go. Yeah, motorbikes. Old beat up Land Rover over there, look. Yeah, that one over there, the Yami. She was made into a trike. Almost completely done. Then my insurance changed their rules and regulations and said I'm not insured for trikes, so she stood up. But it's one of those things. I might get round to finishing her. Going to be a bit more work now than what it was. But yeah, look at the old Landy over there. No, they're not the crash bars off the front. I just put them there. I ain't got a clue what they're off of Range Rover or Discovery. What I'll do, I was going to do that up as a retirement toy, but yeah, but no, there's cars and everything. It's all being scrapped. The day's gone now. That's the end of it. That's the end of it all. Yeah, there you go, look. Even the skip loader. A rarity, these are very old. It's a 1-ton mini skip loader. I got 10 skips with it. But I'm just about to start doing that back up. I've got so much work to do on my own, it's a joke. But yeah, 1.7 ton all in all. Cracking little units. You don't see them around much. I had to travel up the North Country for that one. But yeah, all working still. But got to do a bit of welding on the floor. She looks more like a sieve than she does a skip loader now. But that's just a bit of cosmetics. Well, like I said, it's one of those things. You go out and work hard for a living, and the government stops you. These people who can go and rob stuff, and they get away with it. You tell me what happens. I don't know. But I ain't got no advice for the new people nowadays trying to start a business and trying to run a business. Your government ain't going to help you. They're going to destroy you as fast as they can, especially this one we got. This, all this crap we got going on with all the EC rules and all these new UK rules and tachograph, CPCs. Well, we had the old tachos. It worked. All this new crap, all gone electronic. Everything keeps messing up. Everyone's complaining about it. Smart motorways. You can't have a smart motorway if you've got a freaking dummy driving down it. It don't happen. This government is so weird. Now they're talking about firewood. If you're going to have your firewood, you've got to have it sent away and treated. Well, so what are they going to do to forest fires? Tell them, sorry, you can't burn. The government has lost it. There's my book. But there's a lot of money sat up there. Well, there was. It's a lot of scrap metal now, by the looks of it. It's been a few years since I walked around it all. But now, what do? You wait to see how all the rules are changing. All you're doing is working for the man, and you're working your backside off for it. And at the end of the day, if you can't afford a holiday after you've worked for 6 months and you're self-employed, you got a problem. And that's where it's got to end. If you can't make the money at it, I can make more money now. Instead of having recovery trucks, tipper trucks, and all that lot, all the cutting gear, everything, I can make more money going out and cutting somebody's frigging lawn. Or going and work at Tesco's. I can stand about all day and get paid for it. Yet the tax man, if you have your own business, yeah, you got problems. And it ain't worth it for me. I've given up now. I've said that's it. I don't know what my next thing is, but it's going to be interesting. It's always interesting around here somewhere. Something's always happening. But there you go. But yeah, could do with a newer skid steer to get the yard cleared, but I don't think Gehl's going to give me anything. I don't think they're going to, even though I've been a loyal customer for, yeah, many, many years. But no, the old girl will keep me going for a bit. But she can lift a lot more than I can nowadays. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to put people off going self-employed. If you can get it going and making good money at it, great, brilliant, all the best. But when you're looking at it and you're living day to day and the scrap's gone down in value, so if you've got to move a car, you're out of pocket. You move a car for somebody. like we used to. And the people got no money, but they had to get it moved, otherwise they was going to get fined. So you got the car and you ended up scrapping it just to get rid of it. It did everybody a favour, and you got a few quid in your pocket. But the government now decided, oh, you can't do that. Oh, no, you got to come through our departments now. What's next? We're on about the scrap being taken over, scrap cars and everything being taken over by the councils. Oh, that's going to be a big nightmare. The government taking over every department that could earn money. That's all it is. Scrap metal. You try and take a bag of aluminium tins into a scrapyard and they're refusing to take it. That's a scrapyard to take scrap metal. But because the council takes it and makes money on your waste after you've bought it, you've bought a can of Pepsi. You've drunk the can of Pepsi. You've paid for that packaging. Yet you're not allowed to make any money on it. You're not allowed to resell that packaging. Well, when it comes to this, there's a major problem. Your government is not allowing you to sell your own things. Now there, it's a scary thought, isn't it? It's a very scary thought. Oh well, less of the depressive. Let's get back to doing something. Have a nice day.